Okay. Hey guys, so we're going to be doing day 7 notes today. Day 7 notes is going to be on multi-step equations. So for this week, you guys are going to have day 7 and day 8. Both of these days are going to have a classwork that goes along with them. That classwork is going to be a Kahoot. I need you guys to remember that those Kahoots are going to be in challenge mode. So you guys are only going to get one attempt at each Kahoot. The questions, however, are not timed on the Kahoot, so you can spend as long as you want on each question, but all of the questions have to be submitted in one sitting, okay? So you can't start and stop. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the notes and that you guys ask questions if you need to. So we have done multi-step equations before. You guys have done them in Algebra 1, and we've done a good bit of them in geometry. So some steps that you guys can follow. Step one is going to be distribute. You are only going to do this if it's necessary. Not all problems will require you to distribute. Your second step is going to be to combine all like terms. So 2x and 8x can be combined together. And then step 3 is going to be solve for the variable. Okay. So problem 1. I have 9x plus 1 minus 7x minus 5 equals negative 20, okay? I don't have to distribute anything, so we can skip 1. My next one is going to be to combine all like terms. So if I look at my problem on my left side, I see that I have a 9x and a negative 7x, and I have a plus 1 and a minus 5. Okay, so these can combine together. So 9x minus 7x gives me a positive 2x. Positive 1 minus 5 gives me a negative 4. And I have nothing to combine on my right side. So that's going to stay as negative 20. Okay, so now from here, we just need to solve for x. We want to get x by itself. So I'm going to go ahead and add 4. So 2x equals negative 16. Divide by 2, and x equals negative 8. And that's your answer. Okay. For problem 2, it says that 91 equals negative 7 times, in parentheses, 3a minus 1. So I see that I need to distribute because I have a negative 7 on the outside of these parentheses. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute that. So negative 7 goes to the 3a, and it goes to the negative 1. So you have a negative 7 times a positive 3a, and we have a negative 7 times a negative 1. Okay. There's nothing to do on the left side, so I'm going to keep that as 91. Negative 7 times a positive 3a is a negative 21a. And then negative 7 times a negative 1 is a positive 7. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and solve for a. So I'm going to subtract 7 because that's the opposite of add. So 91 minus 7 is 84 equals negative 21a. Divide by negative 21. And a equals negative 4. Okay, you guys could plug this back in to see if you get 91 up here when you plug in a. Okay, so problem 3, I do see that I need to distribute because I have 4m minus 5 times, in parentheses, 3m plus 10. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So you guys should have a negative 5 times a 3m and a negative 5 times a 10. So there's nothing I can do with the 4m right now, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. Negative 5 times 3m is negative 15m. Negative 5 times 10 is a negative 50 equals 126. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can combine like terms. I see on the left side I have a 4m and a negative 15. Nothing right now combines with the negative 50 or the 126. So 4m minus 15m is negative 11m. And then I'm going to keep that minus 50 equals 126. So I'm going to add 50 to both sides. So negative 11m equals 176. Divide by negative 11. And m is going to equal negative 16. Okay. For 4, it says negative 3 times k minus 8 minus k plus 5 equals 23. Okay. So I look at this as I have two things to distribute, because if we remember from notes before, this negative really means that I have a negative 1 out front. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute my negative 3 through. And I'm going to distribute my negative 1. Okay. So negative 3 times k is going to give me a negative 3k. Negative 3 times a negative 8 is going to give me a positive 24. Negative 1 times k, because we're over here now, we're on this one. Negative 1 times k is a negative k. And negative 1 times 5 is a minus 5 equals 23. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can combine like terms. I have a negative 3k and a negative k. I also have a positive 24 and a negative 5. So I can combine all of those terms together. So negative 3k minus k is a negative 4k. 24 minus 5 is a positive 19 equals 23. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 19 over. And I have negative 4k equal to 4. And divide by negative 4. And that's going to leave me with k equal to negative 1. Okay, so I want you guys to try 5 and 6 on your own. I'm going to put the answers down, but this is a good point for you guys to stop and try to work them out by yourselves and see if you guys got them. So for 5, you guys should get that x equals, that's the highlighter, x equals negative 25. And for 6, you guys should get that w equals negative 9. Okay. So these are all the notes. Again, you guys do have a Kahoot on this. It's anywhere from 6 to 10 questions is how I made the Kahoots. Please ask questions before you guys start the Kahoots, okay? Because you only get one attempt. So I want to make sure you guys got them down, okay? Bye.